In fact, what is it that you have within you which you can really claim total ownership over?
Total ownership?
Ownership.
What is ownership?
Like it's yours. You can grasp it.
Mm,
You can be possessive over it. What do you have within you that you can say that you truly possess?
What's in my body?
Really? Come on, this body, haven't we borrowed every single atom of it from the outside world? You borrowed it from the universe. Right?
I didn't make it.
You didn't make it. You're not even in control of the fundamental laws that make this body function.
True.
So all the atoms, vibrations of atoms in this body, you are not doing it. Right? It's being done by the creation. In fact, that is the energy of what we call grace. Well, what is it that we call grace? We are talking about a certain action that's not done by you. It doesn't need any support from your ego. It doesn't need any support from your intellect. Now, isn't the whole, if you understand it in that light, isn't the whole universe happening through grace? Right?
Yes.
Everything is happening through the grace of the creation. Just look at this. Look at all the things a human being can do in this world with his body, with his mind, with his intellect, with his imagination. Take the sum total of everything you can do. Still, you can't make even a single hair grow on your body. Right? So there's a much more fundamental reality here. Not even physically, I'm saying not even physically can you say, I own this body. This body is mine. No, we become identified. Just take the thought of I away, and to whom does this body belong to? And nature could have given you life in any other body. You could have been a worm, you could have been a tree, you could have been a cow, you could have been a dog, you could have been an animal, any other animal. You could have been a mountain, you could have been a river. It's all the same cosmic energy. For whatever reason, this energy took this form. Right? So this body, this is something you borrowed from the universe. Let's look at the mind. What is it in your mind you can claim ownership over? Just see if now the kind of mind you have, would you not say it's just the society in which you are living?
The society?
What's the social programming?
We can say that there's a lot, I think.
Such as? Give me an example.
Of social programming?
Oh no, I thought you meant there's something else besides that.
No.
But the mind, all the memories of the mind, all the experiences, again, you took it from the outside. And what information was there, you were born into it. You didn't have any control. You were born into it. You were born into this world at a certain time, at a certain place. You had no choice. I'll be born for this family. I'll be born to this mother, this father. Or you can say, no, I was born and I had a natural talent for music, for art, for example. You know, some children, they're born prodigies. They have a certain genius for either music or maybe mathematical calculations. So their mind is more inclined towards science, for example. But even that you cannot say it is yours. Why do you have this? Because of genetics, DNA. What is that? Memory and information that has been passed down from one generation to the next, and you inherited it. Who knows, maybe your grandfather was an artist, maybe your great-great-great-grandfather was an artist. We don't know. But the kind of experiences that they've had was retained as memory, and today you picked up this memory. And then you, again, same story, you became identified. So you think, oh, this is mine. This is my talent. This is why, putting it in perspective, this is why in the East, artists, for example, if you go to some temples, there are beautiful sculptures. They are really masterpieces. the amount of attention and sensitivity to detail that has gone into this work is just phenomenal. However, if you look, nobody even knows who these artists are. They've not even signed their names. And it was done intentionally, because the artist thought, okay, this is a work, I don't want recognition or reputation for this. Let it stand alone as a life of its own, as a beauty of its own. Why must I become possessive in the process? After all, everything that's happening through me, this creative energy, is not my doing. I'm just like a vehicle through which nature is expressing itself. Let it be there for everybody who has eyes to see. Very great difference compared to the artists of the West, who they must sign their name, they must have recognition for the kind of work that they've done. In a sense, many of them are working with an ambitious mindset. And this is very much the kind of conditioning we have in the Western culture. We think that the only way to be creative is to be ambitious, to be hungry after goals. A garden in which so many trees and flowers and life is flourishing, do you think it has an ambition to reach to the stars?
Surely not.
Doesn't. Of course not. It's just a creative expression of life. So, if life within you is not suffocated, if it's not stagnated, life must be creative. That's why you're here, because life is creative. Only question is, are you receptive to this creativity of life? If your mind is not receptive, there's a huge wall, there's a huge barrier. You have the writer's block, the artist's psychological block. But you know it in your own experience probably, whenever you've had creative breakthroughs, let's say a musical tune that you were really inspired by, see, a part of you was deeply receptive, as if there's a voice within you and you're just taking the dictation. So even when it comes to so-called artistic or creative accomplishments, in reality you can't say that you are the doer of it. It's happening through you.